Hi, my name is Ajit Yonan, and we are fortunate to have with us today Deepak Advani, General Manager, IBM Commerce. So we're going to ask him certain questions related to developers and startups. So thanks, Deepak, for agreeing for this conversation.
Right.
So you've been in the US for a lot of years. So how do you think the startups scene is happening there? What's the excitement you see there happening?
Yeah. No, I think, in fact, I was just there for a week in Silicon Valley about 2 weeks ago. Talked to a lot of VCs and looked at where the money was going, particularly where the smart money was going. And I think, what we're seeing is, there's a lot of areas where money is going. Digital marketplaces, you're seeing a lot of companies focusing on mobile because there's a big shift towards mobile first. In fact, in India, last couple of days, I'm finding out it's mobile only. I mean, it's even bigger than what you see in the West. And a lot of focus going into analytics, cognitive in particular, some predictive analytic-oriented companies. But I think a lot of what startups are doing is stepping back and looking at where there's going to be massive opportunity that's going to rise, rising tide lifts all the boats. So I'm seeing analytics, I'm looking at API-driven, mobile-first, cloud-first type, DevOps type environment. I'm also seeing a lot of startups putting investments in commerce and marketing-related areas.
Sure. So Bangalore, if you see, you can always call it a Silicon Valley in India. So you've been also interacting. What's your thoughts? What's your message? What are the areas? What are the disruptive business models that we can look at from your experience?
Well, I really think that when you look at cloud, when you look at, particularly platform as a service, it's sort of the great equalizer. It's enabling now anyone to quickly develop a pretty interesting value proposition and then scale it globally. And what I think gives Bangalore a little more of an edge, right? Because I think when you look at what's happening in the country, I mean, there's how many online users? 300 million going to 500 million online users. So whenever you start looking at things like commerce, I think there's opportunities for India to lead the way. When I look at mobile technologies, given mobile smartphones almost doubled last year to 50 million. So you have an opportunity to leverage that and provide a model for the rest of the world. So I think that's the unique opportunity. And also when you look at analytics, a lot of the things that's slowing down the deployment of analytics is skills and having the right type of, not just data scientists, but people who understand technology, but also a domain, bringing the two together. And I think some of the great universities we have, when you look at the number of people that we have who have these advanced degrees, that's another source of sort of competitive differentiation, if you will.
Sure. So what kind of what can startups look forward to a company like IBM when they look at it? Is been in the enterprise space for so long? So what kind of synergies we can bring into this audience?
Yeah, when I talk to startups and VCs in particular, what they find the most attractive about partnering with IBM is first and foremost our sales and distribution channels. You partner with IBM, we've got thousands of sellers who can take you to places you could never go on your own, or anyone else could take you, number one. Number two, partnering with IBM, particularly in the enterprise space, will give you instant credibility. If you're partnering with IBM, it carries a lot of weight. I think the other thing also is that because we have something called Bluemix, now we have the ability to expose some APIs, right? We talk about systems of record. Every real company out there is using IBM technologies. Whether it's mainframes or power systems or middleware, Kix, DB2, what have you, a lot of the transactions are still done on IBM systems. So when we start opening those up through APIs into Bluemix, and we also start opening things up like Watson on Bluemix, we start opening up even our commerce infrastructure. Now you've got a rich set of APIs upon which you could rapidly innovate and come up with new ideas, new innovations, leverage the IBM go-to-market, leverage the IBM brand from a partnership point of view, and also leverage the install base that we have to bring more innovation to them. I think when you look at all those things, what I hear when I talk to startups and VCs, that's why they want to partner with us.
Sure. You also spoke about the IBM Commerce offering too. So is there any opportunities that the startups can look at in that space from an IBM point of view?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the point of view we have in commerce is everything is going omni-channel. Everything is going to customer experience. The space in marketing, I saw a study that marketing spent $1 trillion last year. Only 1% of that, 10 billion, went to technology. And that is going to grow like crazy, right? So opportunities to look at how can you improve the customer experience? How do you have personalized conversations at every touch point that customers have? That is poised to really take off.
Sure.
And when you look at some of the capabilities we have in commerce, our base WebSphere Commerce We've opened up all the APIs for things like catalog, promotion management. You look at some of the SDKs we have for mobile devices with T-Leaf for customer experience optimization, for Xtify to do push notifications. We've got a lot of capabilities that lend themselves really well to the startup world so they can start accelerating the innovation. So I think there's tons of opportunities.
Thanks. Thanks, Deepak. It was nice talking to you. We look forward to.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Thanks.